Hey guys, I had this thought today. I said, hey guys and girls and whoever. Aliens, I think a lot of aliens follow me because they do love the alien videos. But if you are any kind of being, it doesn't matter to me as long as you're watching this. That is the key thing. I'm back up to 14 subscribers, so somebody done lost their mind before, but they recouped their mind and got back on the train, the manifestation dude train. Somebody lost their mind temporarily but got back on. So back up to 14 subscribers and growing. The channel's always growing. I think by 2022 we might reach 15 of you beautiful souls. So thank you very much for subscribing, especially to the 2 or 3 accounts that are me following me, so I have subscriber numbers. Anyway, pat on the back for me. I love me. I hope you love me because I love you. You love me, I love you too. Anyway, I digress. I had this thought today. I think it's an original thought. Otherwise, I might get somebody saying down below, no, it's not original. Somebody came up with this. But I had this thought today. Control. Control occurred to me that control was driven by fear. So control is the fear that it's not going to be perfect the way you want it. So if you can't control something, which control is an illusion, you can't control anything. But by trying to control something, you're trying to control the outcome to where it's some desired outcome that you want. And that can get us in some really messed up crap, because then, like for me anyway, this really hit me because I was trying to control so many things because I wanted them to be perfect, which is also an illusion. Perfection doesn't exist. There's no such thing. So I would control something, trying to make it perfect because I didn't want to fail, which is also fear. All this stuff is fear-based. So I was trying to control something so it would be perfect, so it would have the outcome that I desired. But the outcome that I desired, if you can't assure yourself of that, then you're too scared to do anything. So I was too scared to do lots of stuff, and still am to a certain extent, but I'm going to try and get rid of that because it started to occur to me that you're not doing that thing because you want to control it, because you want that certain outcome of perfection of some sorts, right? Which is an illusion, and the control is an illusion, perfection is an illusion, all this stuff is an illusion. And you wind up sitting there in this analytical mode of not doing anything because you don't want to move. It's paralysis by scared shitlessness. You don't want to do something and fuck it up and make mistakes. But it's so funny because I work with this shaman who is, one might argue, he is like at a super duper high level of functionality in terms of interdimensionality, because he can function in multiple different dimensions at the same time, simultaneously at the same time, together, anyway, multidimensionally. His mind can be, his attention can be in a gazillion places at one time, is what he says, which is like, I totally get that. I totally believe him. I'm totally on my way to mastery of that. I'm a long way off, but I am on my way to mastery. And he said, you and I can do the same thing. It's all about repetition. It's what Jesus said as well. You can do it. Anything I can do, you can do, right? And even better. So we can all do this stuff. We just have to practice and master it, okay? It's practice. You don't go to, like, say, learn how to ride a bike and get on it, expect to ride a bike the first time, and then if you don't, you just give up. No, you can't do that. It's mastery. It's just practice, repetition, over and over again. Just do that, and mastery. You will master anything. But that's the thing, is just the letting go of that control. But he said, this shaman that I work with, he also said like he's working with the same demons that everyone else is that you and I are, and all this stuff it's fear. Okay, one of them is fear, and then the other one is, oh, I can't remember. Fear is the big one because it sticks with me because it's one of my biggest demons. But he said, I don't allow them to control me. So those are all part of the ego. And when you let your ego control you, that's where your ego is bad. Ego is not, it's not bad per se. The ego is a very handy thing to have. But when the ego is in the driver's seat, and it's like, dude, you get in the back, you got to go, bro. No, you've had too many scoops. You're far too inebriated to take the wheel. You get in the passenger seat. Actually, don't even get in the passenger seat because the ego be trying to take the wheel. You know, you're that drunk friend that's you're driving home. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna drive you home because you're too drunk. And they're like, yeah, cool. And they sit in the passenger seat and they go, no, bro, they reach over and go, no, bro, I gotta get some fries. No, try to reach for you get in the back, dude. And I'm gonna buckle your ass with both seat belts so you can't even move. And I'm gonna put the child locks on and some safety glass up. And ego, you get in the back seat, biatch, and don't move until I tell you to. And then when you can use that, I just had a flash of knowing, which was amazing. That was so cool. Maybe it's him. He's here. I see that. I feel it. Okay, so maybe you're on the right track, but time to... Thank you very much. Peace and love. Namaste.